Hmm? I'm also trying to look at this other thing. Jensen, can you do me a favor? Also, congrats on finishing Lingo. I'm happy you had a good time. But alright. Jet has requested a replay review. We gotta watch now, replays. Dude, Huskar is so tall, he doesn't even fucking fit in the goddamn frame. Download replay. Alright, Jet, what do you desire from this? Do you just want me to watch through your game? Do you want me to, like, give you, like, analysis? What are you looking for? Okay, so you do want, like, feedback and everything. Noted. This is not just a, you want me to watch and then go, attaboy. Well, there's different levels of playing fine, right? Yeah, it's a weekend.
The battle is ours! Victory is assured!
Prepare for battle!
This one is in the bag!
Alright, so are you mid-jet? Because I don't get to see the planning phase and all that.
This one is in the bag.
Okay, you're back. Okay. So let's see. Right now, Jet probably thinks that his lane is going to be like Legion Commander and Marauder. Well, Jet probably doesn't know, but he probably at least thinks it's going to be a Legion Commander. So because that's fine. My first thing, I would recommend not skilling an ability until you need it. Because right now, there's no real need to have Burning Spheres. You know, you could run into a situation where you need another spell, but that's more of like a nitpick. You don't actually have to do that if you don't want to. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people will just skill their ability that they think they're gonna take at level 1 in the well and shit.
30 seconds to battle.
But it can be useful to not use skill points. Wait, is PA gonna be in this lane? What the fuck? Eh? Yeah. Yeah, beat her!
The battle's starting.
This is fucking perfect, Jet! I mean, obviously you should have tried to get the rune, but that's, you did you just stood your fucking ground. You did a good evaluation there on who is stronger. Even if you didn't think you were stronger, it's like a Chad move to just sit there and then burning spears. Maybe you realized that you had like some teammates nearby, so you had some help if you needed it, but I don't know, that was really good. Easy first blood. And you'll trade the bounty room for the first blood. Because you got the kill, right? Yeah, you got the kill. Now, I highly recommend not pulling the creep into the tower like that. Even though, under tower, you should be getting, like, most, if not all, of your last hits. Right? It's still, it just makes this creep die a lot faster, so now your creep's gonna push up to, like, here. I can't draw? I thought I could draw like a coach. That's so obnoxious, dude. Alright, so right here, you missed this range creep. Which is fine, because it would have been very difficult for you to get that last hit. This PA does 70 damage to creeps, 63 on denies, right? Nice. A little bit early on the fairy fire. Yep. Yep. You're gonna die.
Oh. That's bug swing situation?
Yeah, That was a backswing, so that's correct, Utsumi. So right here, if you had moved a little bit more, like every time like you throw a spear here. Oh, also, if you had just leveled Berserker's Blood, you would have lived.
I offer myself.
I recommend using hotkeys to level up abilities, but Chancer doesn't. He clicks on it every time, so. That's a fine trade, honestly. PA is like, in reality, their position 1. So, this is an example of why I tell you guys that position 1 is typically, normally, usually in the safe lane. The enemy team has swapped their lanes. Swap.
Oh, swap.
So, instead of sending their position 1 to the safe lane, they thought, I think the safe lane's gonna be a little Muzakashi for them. So, let's send our 3 to the safe lane and our 1 to the off lane. Because I think that the off lane is gonna be easier for them. This is why we don't just say the 1 is always here. This is the example. This is one of those. This doesn't happen super often, but this does happen. Also, I should announce it. So that's why I always say it that way. So like yesterday, a Jensen was like, 1 is in the safe lane with the 5. right? Oh, 1's the safe lane, 2's your mid, 3's your off lane carry. That isn't exactly true, because I would not consider this PA, who's going a Battle Fury, to be the position 3. I would consider them to be the position 1. This team is still going to prioritize golden experience on this PA. Remember, the 1 to 5 scale is just a measurement of how much golden experience you want them to get. It's a priority. The 1 should be getting the most golden experience. If that means that there's only 1 creep of gold to go around, you're giving it to the 1, typically speaking. That's what it means. 5 being the person that you want to give the least. Sometimes your mid is not the position 2. Sometimes your mid isn't the person you want the second most golden experience to go to. But, to be honest, most people just call the mid the position 2. Because it's easier. But, it's not necessarily true. That's just like a general lesson.
That is not yours to offer.
You could have man fought like a bit more there, but I think you're realizing that a little bit more now. There you go. Yeah. Now, when you cast here, Jet, let me play your perspective for a second. Are you manually casting? Yeah, I think you are. Okay. So, you heard my whole rant last night about manually casting it, right, Jet?
Spoil that shot.
Yeah, you need to run here. Yeah. This is fine. You run here. Okay. So yeah, you can like really abuse this as Huskar. Because you can just like stand next to a creep wave, right? You can like stand here. I can't do anything. I could have sworn I used to be able to do this. You could stand like right here, right? And then just fucking spear their ass, right? And the creeps won't give a shit about you. But as soon as they're like, you know what? I'm tired of him fucking hitting me. I'm gonna hit him back. Then your creeps are gonna attack them. So then they have to like fight you. They've already got a spear or 2 on them, right? And that's like a lot of damage at this point in the game. And your creeps. And creeps do a lot of damage near the start. That's another thing you can kind of abuse. But you were right to run away there. Now, something... I don't know how psychotic you are. If you're psychotic like me, well, another thing you can do is you can move these bracers. If you're somewhat confident, right, that like they're not gonna go in on you, you can move your bracers out of your inventory and then just move them straight back while you're eating a tango, and you'll gain more health. But it's kind of a, you know, maybe you want that, maybe you don't as Huskar. Sometimes as Huskar, you actually want to stay lower health. But it's not super common anymore. A lot of times as Huskar, you do still want to have more health. Just because it means that you're still further away from death, right? It's harder just to stun you and kill you if you have more health. Because then they have to, you know, go through the front part of your health.
Those things aren't cheap, you know.
Yeah, he did it! What the hell, Jet? Where's this Jet when we play?
I don't know. He blew up.
Yeah! Yeah, is this... Okay, I don't know, but this is not on you? If you die right here, it's not on you. This is on Lich. Lich took too long here, honestly. Like, I understand that he's doing this, but he could have easily not run down anymore, right? If he were just here, it would do a lot. Also, no, I can't see chat. Now, I will say, when you're playing against a large number of heroes, you don't have this kind of knowledge yet, but I think I've given out a list of heroes you need to buy Magic Wand against. PA. Earthshaker. Skywrath. A lot of people will say Undying.
Also, if enemy have this.
Zeus. Lich. Bane. Jakiro. Lion.
Like a many dot damage.
Anti-mage. No, it's not about dot damage. It's about how many times did that hero cast a spell. You don't need to buy a magic stick against Venomancer unless you see them take Venom Wards. Not Drow. So, stuff like Burning Spear and Frost Arrows will not give you a magic stick charge. It's exempted. And it's because these aren't considered spell. Okay, listen, it's complicated, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you, the reason why you don't draw the creeps aggros is because they're spells, they're not attacks. And then I'm also going to turn like 45 degrees and say, oh yeah, you don't get a magic stick charge because they're not spells, they're attacks. And I say that with zero irony. That just makes sense in my head. But when I was planning out what I was going to say, right, I realized that it's like the dumbest sounding thing in the world. Jet paid good channel points for this. I gotta do this.
You want my leg?
Fine, then fucking get in here! So yeah, you should have a magic wand. Because it, like, legitimately, you would have not died both times with one, I think. Or at least, if you had died on that second one, you would have gotten a kill in return. Ah! You should have... In my opinion, I really think that you'll benefit from binding this key. It's purchase quick buy. So when you put an item here, you can press that button and it will just buy this. I also recommend binding this. What this will do is it will tell your courier, pick up all my items from my stash and bring them to me. One button. You don't have to select it or anything. Okay, Vash, why don't you have it bound? Because I'm stupid. I came from Han. And in Han, we use courier the way that I use courier. Also, I like how much control I have over my courier. It just makes sense to me. I do some things that are wrong. You should not copy me. You should forge your own path. Listen to some of my advice. Take what you will. Leave some of the rest. Find what works for you. I actually, probably need to start using this button because my courier's been acting up. Probably because I've gotten too fast at pressing buttons that I'm accidentally telling my courier to do some of the shit that I should be telling my hero to do. And I bring this up because, in case people didn't see it, Jet misses a last hit here because he's chopping. It's that one. Alright. It's a little bit more complicated because this creep is attacking it. But, here are the rules for last hitting under tower. Early on in the game. Early on in the game, this only goes for tier 1 towers. If it is a ranged creep, and you do less than 80 damage. If you look at your hero and you don't see 80, then you attack the creep once. The tower attacks it once, twice, and then you attack it again. You'll always get the last hit. Okay, you'll always get the last hit as long as you do, like, 40 damage. There are very few situations where you will not do 40 damage. Most heroes will start with at least 40 damage. In some way or another. For melee creeps, if you do less than 90 damage? If you do less than 90 damage for tier 1 towers, then you attack the creep. The tower hits, 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 and then you attack again. And you will always get the last hit as long as you do like 40-ish damage. It might be like 45. Again, it's really easy to hit that number. Like, you're almost always going to be in that. There are some situations where some of these numbers change. I don't have them memorized. I don't have any of those numbers memorized. I do a lot of things in the game by feeling. I do not stack by numbers. I do not pull at certain times. I just look at the map. And I judge it based on that. Because doing things by numbers means that you have to relearn everything when the map changes, like it just did. I don't have to relearn shit, because I just look at it and eyeball it. I recommend, in general, that you do the same. Because it means you'll have to relearn less. If you just never learn it, but you learn how to do it, if you don't memorize it, but instead learn, you'll be better off. Is basically what I'm getting at. This is why the replay analysis costs so much. Because we are like 15 or 20 minutes into me watching this replay, and we are 6 minutes into watching the game. Also, if anybody didn't notice, I have added a price tag to reviewing games, as I said I would when I hit Immortal. So now people can pay me money to do these. And tier 3s, it's cheaper for you. As long as it's below like 40 minutes. If you have a game that's over 40 minutes, we'll talk about it. Because longer games start getting scary. What do you mean, me?
Because Medusa usually do like late game.
Well, I mean, listen. Any game with any heroes can go late. Actually, Jet doesn't even have to prep? No, or did he prep it?
What?
Prepare. What the fuck? Jet just does enough damage. He doesn't have to do a setup hit. No, okay. He could have gotten that one. He could have gotten that one too. You don't need to do the setup hit for a lot of... I guess the threshold's like even lower than I thought.
The prize is mine.
But like, if you go back and watch this, right? Just like watch the creeps. Everyone just be quiet and watch every creep that goes underneath this tower. Alright. If you just saw, it's pretty easy to last hit underneath tower. Like, if Jet wasn't busy there, it would have been really easy for him to last it.
Prize is mine.
This creep wave was pretty abysmal. Jet, obviously you should have just prioritized things a little bit better. I like the 2 denies. I prefer denying over last hitting, but that's because I'm an idiot. You, as the position 1, should prioritize getting the last hits over the denies. But again, I do the same thing, because I'm stupid. I care way too much about lane equilibrium. Lane equilibrium, meaning how you're managing where your creep wave ends up. Now, those kinds of things change. As a position 5, I would say you're right to prioritize denies over the last hits, because you are removing the golden XP from the enemies, you're helping your lane equilibrium, generally speaking, for your position 1, so it pulls back to the tower, or at least around there, so your position 1 can get more last hits, right? If you last hit, theoretically, you're pushing your lane, you're ruining the lane equilibrium. You're potentially taking that gold from your carry, not taking the XP, because, you know, maybe they're there, right? So, it depends on your position. It depends on your hero sometimes, too. Some heroes care more or less about experience than the people that they're against, and you kind of need to weigh all that together, right? Sometimes in mid, as a position 2, you should care more about getting the last hits than getting the denies, and sometimes you should care more about the denies than getting the last hits. Some people go mid just for the experience, and as long as you guarantee that you're getting experience, you're pretty happy. So you're more inclined to deny more heavily against your opponent who may be there for gold and experience, because if you deny, you guarantee they didn't get the gold, right? Because they didn't get the last hit.
Right. Question.
Your emoji.
Support should deny. Wait.
Typically speaking, yes.
More question.
Your emoji.
Which one high priority attack the enemy hero or deny our creep?
It depends on the creep, and it kind of depends on everything else. You know, where are they? Where are you? What creep? If it's the range creep, deny that shit. Kill the motherfucking range creep. Kill all range creeps. Yours, theirs, kill them. Range creeps decide who wins a lot of lanes. But also, in general, I would say it kind of depends on your hero. Some heroes are better at killing heroes, right? And if you're a hero that's good at killing heroes, I recommend that you attack them, try to get them to where you can kill them, right? Lich is good at killing heroes. Lich is good at killing heroes. He should attack them.
Does a lion try kill?
Yes, Lion is also good at killing heroes. He should try to attack them.
Also support play.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Who?
attack.
Pudge.
Pudge? No,
Okay.
Pudge should not attack heroes. He should go for the denies.
Radiant's
Because he can basically guarantee a deny.
Yeah, but he also have before take skill, before stuff.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
I was way off on the tower hit numbers. Oh, so close. He just had to delay that attack by like, I don't know, like a third of a second.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, so I would recommend not just like standing still like this.
Tower could use some help.
I would recommend trying to move around a bit more, just because it makes you less susceptible to shit like arrow, right? Like if you're just standing there waiting for a last hit, what if she were to shoot an arrow here? And if she shoots it when like it goes like this, let's say you don't have this ward, right? Then you're gonna have only this amount of time to react to that arrow, which you're not going to be able to do, because I couldn't do this, and you can't do that, right? Yeah, but I don't know. I recommend not feeling safe. You need to be like Timbersalt. Oh, you really make sure that you last hit the flag bearer there. The flag bearer is worth so much more than the damage you do to her here. Reminder. Last hitting a flag bearer is like last hitting 2 creeps. 3 creeps! If your support's nearby. Because Lich would get gold here if he kills this. Here emoji.
Which one high priority flag bearer range quick?
It depends on... Listen, the answer to almost all questions is it depends. Because do you guys value gold or experience more? In general, I'll say you should favor the range creep. Because the range creep also gives gold. The flag bearer also gives experience, but it's like really small compared to the range creep. Range creeps win lanes. If you lose your lane, there's a high probability it's because you motherfuckers let them deny their range creep and you didn't deny yours. What it does is it means that they're going to always hit their next level before you. So while you're level 2, they're level 3. Like, or no, when they hit level 3, you're level 2. So then they have like another ability, or they have just stronger abilities than you do. So then they go in on you, and you try to fight back. But your abilities are just weaker than theirs. You have less stats, because remember, you just get better whenever you level up. Stuff like that. And it happening a second or 2 later, it matters, because it only takes like a second or 2 to fucking kill you sometimes. It only takes like a second to fucking cast a spell. See, like right now, if you had a wand, you would be fucking sleep. You would be eating good right now. You'd have like 6 wand charges. Oh! Oh! Let's go!
Killing spree. Double kill.
How did she die? Oh, it's his attack!
Your time of
Killing spree. Double kill. Dire's bottom tower.
He thought that he stole your kill. It's Satsuki! Hello, Satsuki.
Ohio.
I also did like your attack on the tower here. Your attack on Titan here.
Because many quick here.
Dire's bottom
No,
tower.
because I mean it puts pressure on the enemy team.
Dire have fortified their structures.
Regeneration.
Also, we're approaching, I think, 35 minutes of me reviewing this replay.
Radiant have
8 minutes into the game, by the way. This is one of Jet's games where he thought he played pretty well. Let me reevaluate this with more context. All right, that's a bit greedy, gamer.
I guess Radiant fortified their
Also, you're standing still against a Mirana, which is scary, but it's fine. Let me see this with even more context.
It looks like Dire fortified their structures.
Regeneration.
Let me see your vision. Let me see your camera placement. Alright, he's mouse gripping. He's mouse gripping. He's lipstick gripping.
Radiant structures.
This creep is dancing because it doesn't know how to path. That's not supposed to happen, by the way. So you did see this arrow coming. It would have been kind of hard to dodge it. Really, you just shouldn't have been standing here kind of like this.
Killing spree.
I recommend standing a little bit more in the lane. The creeps are shields from a lot of spells. Arrow, hook, anything that will hit the first thing, right? You want to use them as shields. Should review one of the in-house? Then redeem it. Also, I can't. Because they don't go into your match history or anything, so I don't have any way of getting them. I don't know if they get replay IDs. Maybe they do.
Maybe they do because I can watch back always. But I don't know where I died.
Just this is an outhouse. I need an in-house. All the outhouses are gonna have fucking
Dominating. Double kill.
In-house is the century in-house society.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
No, I mean, you should just watch this, and then we can check later. But any of, like, the normal games we played for the in-house, I can review. But that would be for someone to redeem. Because
Radiant's
replay analysis is actually, like,
Radiant's middle tower has
difficult.
fallen.
It takes a long time, and it's a lot of me talking.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Which is why I charge money / have a channel point redeem for it.
Coin for me.
This was a very weird exchange. It's not tier 3 only, there's just a tier 3 version. The tier 3 one is cheaper. Scroll down.
30만 point normal.
You can also use money if you would really like. I don't recommend doing so though. What?
I'll take it.
Radiant's middle tower.
If I get to sponsor my Utsumi, maybe I'll use cash. Sponsor?
Tower is under attack.
Coin for me.
I don't know.
This Maddie sings.
Oh! No, the replay review money definitely just goes to me.
Killing spree.
Yeah, also, if donate team stream, it's gonna be after the money. Like,
Double kill.
the Sentry, a Jameson, some.
Mm-hmm.
We eat slice, market, and everything.
The sponsor, if you want the that's you know, just being like giving the money and being like, this is me funding some in-house food, which is insanely appreciated and it really helps because a lot of days on in-house, I'm zoning out too much here. Some of this is not good, Jet, but also, like, your support's not here. Maybe you would be better off just coming down here and farming this easy camp. Because it's really hard for you to get these last hits. You did just deny a range creep, which is very— I can ping! I'm not fucking crazy! Okay, maybe it would be better for— You can't ping while pause. You can't ping while pause.
Maybe you can draw.
No,
Nothing.
I can't. But I also can't ping on the minimap. It's weird. So like, it's really hard for you to get these last hits, right? You're 2v1, it's kind of scary, and it is actually scary. This is not just a you perceiving things scary, this is actually scary, right? So, oh, thanks for the follow, AlexFF. It might be easier for you to come farm this camp. Now, it's also kind of scary because they could just like follow you and kill you, but it's probably better than like kind of sitting here, right? Also, if you farm this camp, you can still be here for experience. Now, it's actually kind of okay for you just to attack here, right? Like those attacks you just did on that creep, those were fine. Obviously not great that you missed that, but... Listen, Satsuki. Sounds like you should just stay home and play Dota. Nice. Also,
Unstoppable.
if you aren't super confident about getting like this armlet, right, Jet? Here's some hidden tech. Just buy another bracer. Having an item is a fair bit better than just like not. Right? Here, I would probably still be on the fence.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom. Dire's middle tower is.
I would probably still just keep trying to get the armlet.
Top tower has
Now, here's the thing. Right here.
Radiant's top tower.
If you want this deny, look, this creep is taking a lot of damage from several creeps. Your creep is only taking damage from one creep. Goodbye, Satsuki. So, what happens here is they're actually going to... Oh, it's taking damage from two creeps. Your creep is they're gonna die at the same time. So instead, what you should do, Jet, is you should look at like incoming damage and outgoing damage.
Radiant's top tower.
See that there's like a similar rate here. You can just watch their health bars. Like you see they're about even. Just attack your creep earlier. Right? So just like as soon, just, you know, kind of identify the situation and just right there, just start attacking it. Because then if you attack it once, they're offset by enough where you can do both.
Attack. Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Instead of having to choose.
Radiant's top tower has.
If you ever like watch me really lane and you hear me just go one of those, a lot of times it's because I hit myself with the 7-10 split. I had 2 creeps. I were at like the same health, and so I was forced to only get one of them. There's like a million other things I'll do it for in the lane, but that's like a big one. This is fine.
This will do.
God, a wand would go so crazy right now.
Invisibility.
Because they're about to go in on you, guaranteed. And if you had a wand right now, you could really turn it. Oh man. Okay. It does. Obviously, you shouldn't have gotten hit by that arrow. No!
Wicked sick.
Also, okay, there we go. Also, you should have had Helm of the Iron Will. Wand there, and you probably kill a hero. I'm saving myself a little bit because when I did the last one of these for Shinto, I did it for every lane. I did it for like the whole goddamn game. I kept it. I'm just focusing on Jet because like my body aches. Pain. Eat that.
Vanish.
I'm looking forward to Utsumine going out to dinner after this. Well, honestly, in my opinion, this isn't plenty enough, but it's fine. Alright, hey. You are against a PA. PA does almost all of her damage through her attacks, right? You can afford to not interfere instantly. You should save it. If you had saved it right here, Lich would live. It's actually so perfect that this happened this way, because then I get to demonstrate this. If you hadn't interfered the way that you did, Lich would live. Yeah. Because, or at least she wouldn't win this duel. Right now, it's at 1.8 seconds left on it. God damn, I'm so good, dude. And if you had it, she would be disarmed for 1.9 seconds.
Double kill.
But this is just amazing for you guys. Also, if you're farming slowly, Jet, something you can do is you can just ult on a creep to lower your health. It doesn't cost any mana, so... A little bit more patience there, but I understand. Stand next to your range creep when he does that. Because then he will do damage to your range creep. Put it closer to my range. You won't do that for every hero. That's the thing you have to kind of learn. So I would not say to do that in general, but that's like a you'll get there eventually kind of thing.
Look at that. Radiant's courier just got killed.
This PA is gonna be scary. Yo, this Lich is fucking... He is a ballsy guy. Damn, she died? Oh, Jet's fucking loving life right now. Do something, though. Yeah, this guy is gonna be a problem for you.
think he has one.
If he has one, he lives here. But also, honestly, oh, he's got a radiance! You just needed to run away. They were probably getting that kill without you. Let's see how much damage Jet actually does. Okay, maybe they weren't getting the kill without you. Nah, you know what? You needed to do it. And he was worth a fair bit of money. I think that that was probably fine.
Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
Lich died for the greater good there, I think.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, well, how's Jet doing? Now Jet's in the top lane. He's just
Dyer's
chilling in the top lane. Now, right now, if you felt confident, you could just be farming with your armlet on. Remember, Huskar's got like a lot of health regen and shit.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
I didn't even see what you were offered on the neutral item department.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I don't even know if there is a way for me to see that.
Radiant's bottom tower's got
Nope.
problems.
Cool. He's just vibing. Not. Are you looking bottom at all during any of this? As the carry, it's part of your job while you're doing this and like not really doing anything super important, right? Because you're just like moving. It's part of your job to like look at what's happening down there.
Double kill.
Even though like you can't TP right now, it's still important for you to know because like you're gonna be able to TP in like 5 seconds, right? Oh, well you should have probably just farmed.
Radiant's
You need to
bottom
look
tower
at
is
it.
denied.
You can just do, like, you can just look down there and click, right? And just have that kind of decide, and then, you know, make the decisions with the information that you gather, right? You don't have to do all this micro movement that you're doing. I know that, like, I yelled at you guys for this, like, yesterday or something, but it's complicated. It's baby steps, too. You obviously shouldn't have turned and ran there, but this is like a really hard situation because this Necro's got a fucking. Your motherfucking bounty hunter's got a harpoon.
Dyer's middle tower.
Oh, he's going pog crazy, brother.
Double kill. Not much good.
I like that you're still watching this here. Highly recommend that when you're dead, Jet, you watch these fights, but also you're rapidly clicking on enemy heroes, checking inventories. Just so that you don't get surprised by items later.
Ultra kill.
Just business.
Alright, well this fight just, like... Yeah. Holy burst!
Arms for the dead.
It's a 4K gold swing. It's a 5K, like, no, it's a 2K, almost 3K XP swing, dude. Should I highlight these replay reviews and put them on YouTube? Also, he's dead. And secondly, is there like any interest in this? I'm just trying to what?
Never mind the
What?
highlights.
No, I mean I can just do it. Okay, because like I don't know like if people actually desire like replay reviews and shit. If people desire them, if people want to watch them at all, like the whole thing. Because now that I'm immortal, I feel a lot more confident doing it. Well, if I highlight, he lived. What? Okay, well, come on. Replay bugs. How? Oh, is there not another death pulse coming for him? That's still pretty crazy. Alright, so sorry, this fight is all over the place. I need to slow it down. Also, take me to Jet. When you've got a bounty hunter on your team, Jet, the game's gonna feel like a little crazy. Because you're gonna be doing... Hold on. When Necrolite is like that, this is just kind of a unique thing. When Necrolite is in ethereal, that's what that's called, ethereal, and you're Huskar, you ult his ass! Because he takes amplified magic damage. Life Break does a percentage of his health. So when he's ethereal, you just get plus 25% damage on his ass. Which is really good when you're doing a percent of your fucking health. If the right circumstances are met, Huskar can one-shot Necrolite with his ult. Now, actually, you might have to be Rubik doing it, but it's possible. And if you had just done it just like a little bit earlier. You would have had to not attack the creep, I think. Here, okay, you have to life break that guy there. There you die. What was Armlet status? Armlet on? Really gotta make sure you be turning the Armlet on a bit more. I wish that I could open up the demo mode during a replay. No, but I can't show them. I need to show them something. No, because then it won't end up in the VOD. Alright. Everyone, remind me at the end of this replay, or at least when we stop watching it, to give you guys a little armlet demonstration. Because it's easy for me to try to explain in words what you can do with Armlet, but I think it'll be a lot easier for your brain to understand if I just show you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower could use some help. Are those cracks in
nice
Dire's
for you.
top tower?
Your
No, I'll just do it.
man.
I'll just do it later.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You know what? Actually, that's kind of a sick idea. I'm warming up. Okay, share it. Sorry.
Please. Just you need a water cookie.
Alright, gamers. Here. Can everyone see it? I know it's kind of scuffed. I know. But everyone can see it, right? No, I think it's scuffed because it's a little bit smaller, not because of your graphics or anything. Wait, what did you say it's in me?
So you need to scale lunches when you small.
No, I know, no, but I don't want it. Because I don't want to mess. It's complicated. Don't worry about it. Alright. So. For this demonstration, we are going to have me, a level 1 Huskar, and this Tiny is gonna come over here, right? And he's just gonna beat my ass. I'm gonna turn on my armlet. So you can see that my health bar shrinks and gets larger. So right here I have 1 health. So that's when I turn my armlet off. But when I turn it on, I gain all this temporary health. So theoretically, I can go infinite against this Tiny like this, right?
I'm doing this circuit FPS, so I will go and change it here.
Right? So this is why it's not super dangerous to have your armlet on. It's because if you're good, you can do crazy shit. This is a big reason why it's super good on Huskars, because you can be at 1 HP, right? So that, like, during those times between my toggles, that's what we call it. We call it toggling your armlet. Armlet toggles. Right? During those breaks, you can have, like, a lot more health. Right? You can have 1 health. Which means you're getting the maximum amount out of Berserker's blood, right? You're fucking hacking and whacking and slashing. But then the damage comes in, you toggle it back on, right? In reality, you just try not to die with it. And then you reap the benefits of the times where you're really close to death, right? But Armlet's super, super good for Huskar because it drains his health, which gets him closer, gives him more damage in it, gives him more attack speed and more health regen, right? And it's just good. right? I highly recommend that like you play around a little bit more with Armlet, right? Don't be so afraid. I'll tell you what I tell most new people to Apex. Use it, fuck up, learn from the mistakes. Do not be too afraid to turn it on and then fucking die, right? Turn it on, die, and then be like, okay, I need to cool it a little bit. And then so you dial it back like a little bit, right? And you're gonna realize Armlet is like one of the most fun items in the game. Because if you're good, like, you never die. It's really, really fun.
Dire Snow fortified their structures. Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Only it's good for yourself.
Dire's top tower is gone. Just a cold fog left behind. Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
Jet sees a fight, so he's going to it. Which is a lot more acceptable as Huskar. Huskar's not really like a super farming hero. This is scary. This is a run. Honestly, you probably should have left like a while ago. Okay. This is not a good time for Armlet. This is actually one of the few times you would have rather had to be off. It's really hard to Armlet toggle against this guy because he does do constant damage, basically.
This should make my life easier.
But not impossible. It is still possible to Armlet toggle there, but it would be really hard.
Double kill.
You taste your own rotting tongue.
Actually, I don't know what the tick rate is for Heartstopper. I actually don't know if you can Armlet toggle against Heartstopper. Alright, Jet's in. Armlet.
Mega kill. Double kill.
Man, I'm fucking Necro, dude.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much.
This
help
bounty's
as
gaming, though. Now,
top tower is under
here you probably recognize that, like, PA isn't your problem, right? Who's this Seaman Demon? I don't know who that is. I thought this picture was very different. I thought this was their boobs. I got lied to. Misled.
Milk.
No.
The prize is mine.
So, now you probably recognize PA isn't your problem. What I recommend doing is I recommend aborting this halberd, or at least putting it on hold, and then buying a cloak and upgrading it either into a pipe or into a super hood. Because you have enough damage, really.
Not much.
Your problem is staying alive right now.
Tower. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Unstoppable! I'll never bow.
You're holding back, aren't you?
I actually looked away for a second to check like a phone alert, and you got a kill.
Unstoppable!
Yeah, that Mirana really fucked up. That's really funny.
Holding back, aren't you?
But Armlet! Stop getting shit away from me!
Killing spree.
Stop tempting me! Stop it! Stop! I want to go to dinner after this.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Don't get it now.
No, I want to go today. Okay, okay. Obviously, you should have gotten that last hit, but it's fine.
Double damage.
These things add up, but you're not at a point where it's worth crying over.
Assassin, your ways have
The halberd is still, like, okay. Also, definitely should have held the halberd. Don't use it on the Necro. He's doing so little attacking right now. If you see him start to, like, turn around and do some attacking, you can use it. But he was running away, so there was no real reason to halberd him. And if you had not halberded him, you would have had it for the Legion, right? That's fair. You are still at that point. But you know, building some more confidence has got to start somewhere. That's fine. I probably would have taken the inner fire duration, but I think either's fine. You should have been pushing here. You should have just gone for the next creep wave. You should have gone over here and then farmed your way back if you wanted to be careful. Right?
Invisibility.
Because now, like, look, what do you do?
This should make my life
Right? Oh, I'll capture this outpost. It was like 20 seconds there, each one doing anything. Boo. Oh, accidental zoom in. Hey, Jet! You might want to open up your console, bind, what is it? You can bind. Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't even do it. You can go into the menu, camera zoom in, and then bind it to something you're not gonna press. And you won't ever have that happen again. I had to do it a year or two ago. Also, here's another one for you.
The tower isn't going to last long.
This, yeah. Go ahead, unbind this. I don't remember its real name. You have to enable console, type in bind, find out whatever it's called, and then just give it a blank, and it will unbind it for you. Actually, you might be able to unbind. Ooh. Showcase view was this old button that used to be over here, but it actually has a couple of uses, but it's more annoying. Also, you could have saved this guy. Again, inner fire. Also, thank you for using Armlet. But also, please pay more attention to what the fuck is going on with your team. Yeah. You know, let me rewind it some more. You life break something here. Should really have attacked the creeps there just to get them off of your teammate. Inner fired again, way too early.
Double kill. Killing spree. Double kill. Will not stop us that easily.
You see that he has already used his ult, so you're nowhere near as scared of him. You halbered the right person. It's a good inner fire. An armlet toggle here saves you. Oh! No! We just had to move down a little bit. Oh my god, that was so close to being great, Utsumi.
The tower could use some help. Killing spree.
To the realm.
Oh.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That was not great, but it could have been worse. That was okay.
Radiant's
I mean, the fight ended up being a loss, but like that's a combination of things, right? This fight doesn't happen in a vacuum. The fact that you guys get the necro kill there is pretty good. And the problem is that it came at the cost of 4 heroes. Right, obviously that's not good. But
Radiant's
you only have like so much control over that, and there's only like so much you can do, right? The shard, I don't remember when you got this shard. I just straight up do not remember you purchasing it.
problems.
And actually that saved your life like 2 times there, so. Actually, it doesn't even do the healing thing, does it? Yeah, it does, okay. What did it lose? It lost something. Okay, you can't cast it while you're stunned. Someone just died? Okay. Skyreth went up and died. Also, is Heart fine here? Yeah, it's okay. Again, like, the magic resistance would be a lot better for you. Magic resistance means that Necro can't just ult on you when you're at, like, half health and you die. He has to ult on you when you're at, like, a quarter health, right? He has to wait a lot longer to ult on you.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Again, if you don't know what a hero does,
Radiant's top tower.
except for Utsumi, because Utsumi has a language barrier, when you die, just click on them. Just be like, boop, click, and then start reading. You're not gonna understand what they do just by reading it. But it gives you some ideas. It's how you start to learn, right? It's just to really get your brain moving towards understanding what they do. I don't recommend going outside of a game and then just like demoing every hero. That's insane. No one has time for that. I recommend doing it during your games or like asking a question, right, like later or something. Life Break the Tormentor. But it's fine.
I haven't seen the last of him.
Magic damage?
Yeah. But Life Break is his ability. I wanted him to use it on it.
I'm just mentioned that. No reason.
Okay, weirdo.
A weirdo! Like you.
Mm-hmm.
The prize is mine.
No punchies.
Magic!
You do a really good Tom voice.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Yep. You arrive here in a timely fashion. You're here in case this happens, which it clearly is going to. He turned on his armlet. He's just killing her. She's just bad. She's just really bad. He's disarming Legion Commander. He's running away, but he should really not be. He's life breaking. And let's fucking go! That's how we do it!
Tower is under attack.
Alright, let me watch it back. Let me watch it back. See if there's anything else he should have done. I really don't recommend using light. I don't recommend using inner fires to kill the camp like that.
Ooh, Dyer's courier got killed. Those things aren't cheap.
Alright, let's slow it down. Let's take it bit by bit. This positioning that you're doing right now can be like a little scary, but your Huskar, you've got lower attack range, sometimes you have to do it.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
That's a good inner fire. He's whacking. He's whacking. That's good.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I'm not so sure about life breaking her, but it's probably fine.
We weren't finished.
That's good. You really didn't need to halberd her. She was already disarmed, right?
Where did Radiant's
So watch.
middle tower go?
You do this. You enter fire. Still disarmed. If you don't know if someone's disarmed, look above their head. Obviously, there's this taunted thing that's taking priority. But you see this red sword that's on fire? That's inner fire. Typically speaking, the game tries to give you a good idea of where the source is coming from. So this smaller one, actually it might just be coming in because it's new. No, so this smaller sword, fuck you. This smaller sword right here, you might be able to see it's right next to this D, right? That's your halberd.
We weren't finished.
So this is how much time your inner fire had left on it. No, actually that's your halberd total. It'll show you the one that's bigger. So probably like right before she ends up dying.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So let's see.
We weren't finished.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So your inner fire disarm lasts until she dies. So the whole halberd is wasted. And if you have a halberd here, you could disarm this PA, right? And that would mean that
Save Lee.
Lich lives, right? Because he doesn't take all this PA damage. Now she's disarmed, which, if you had done the halberd correctly, your halberd would be ending, probably like here. And then you could have inner fired, right? That's like another part of like halberd that's really strong, or halberd on Huskar is really strong, is that you have got 2 disarms. So if you're against a hero like PA, PL, Drow, these sniper, these heroes that really want to attack, you can just ruin their fucking life for like 2 years, right? Dota does a very good job of like communicating a lot of ideas. It just takes you a little bit of learning to be able to read it, right? Like that shit I just showed you about like the bars and like the stuff above them. If you really like look, a lot of things communicate a lot of things. So like OD, if you're ever having trouble telling like how much longer you're going to be in it, you can look at your buff bar. You can look at the actual ball that you're in, and it has a circle that's going in, and when it fully like matches the other circle, that's when it's over. Shallow grave. You have like that giant cone of light on you. It has a bar that goes up it, and when it reaches the top, it's over. Or it has a bar that goes down it. There's a whole lot of visual indicators in the game. Right here. You see these bushes? This bush right here? Yeah. That's not just for decoration. That's the tower's range. These kind of things are all over the place. So let me see if I can find one. You see, like, they put a lot of them in certain places.
Dyer's courier has been killed.
Just so that you can have, like, a basic idea of where shit is. I'm actually missing shit. The game does a really good job of communicating. A lot of sounds. Shallow Grave also has a sound that you can kind of tell how far it is. Same with OD. Sound is so good in Dota.
Dyer's courier has been killed.
Also, the fucking replay. There we go.
Dyer's middle tower.
Getting charged on. Just so you know, if you life break, you'll dispel yourself.
Things are cheap here.
So if you're like disarmed or something by Oracle here, you can actually just fucking ult on somebody and get rid of it. He's running, this is an inner fire. It's actually hilarious because your teammate force-staffed somebody away from you, right as you inner fired, so they didn't get disarmed, which kinda sucks. He's out of mana. Your armlet should not be on right now. Right now, you should realize you're dead and decide, fuck it. Especially since now you're low health. They've used a lot of... When they use a lot of spells, like a part of Huskar is you need to keep track of what they're doing, right? And you need to realize, they just used all their spells. I have no fear anymore. And then you just start fucking going ham on their asses, right? So right here, arrow used. So there's no arrow, right? Phantom Strike used. She can't just jump on you with all that attack speed. Dagger used, right? There's no duel. Ghost Shroud, life break him. God, you're fucking 1 mana away. Also, I mean, this one's way too much for you. If you had swapped the Lotus in, you would have had enough mana for Halberd and Inner Fire. But, you know, you gotta keep track of, like, a lot of stuff. I know it's, like, a lot to think about. It's a lot, you think it's a lot right now. But in the game, when you're in the moment, it's really not that hard.
Where did Radiant's middle tower go? Radiant's middle
Alright. He's dead. I'm fast forwarding to when you're alive.
Dire's bottom tower needs help.
You can cool it on inner firing so much.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
You don't have that much mana regen.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has risen.
Jet likes heart because it means he doesn't have to toggle his armlet off ever.
Take this.
Okay. Jet. If you don't already, I recommend doing unit-specific hotkeys. Go to Huskar. Go to Autocast. Bind it to something. There are going to be times where you want to manually cast, and then you're going to want to switch to Autocast. So, an example is, thankfully, in this game. When you're taunted, you cannot toggle an Autocast. So, you will attack whoever you're taunted by with whatever you have it set to. So, if you have Burning Spears on Autocast and you get dueled, you will Burning Spear the shit out of her. If it's off, then you won't. Which is why it's useful to have it on a hotkey, because you're like, I'm about to get dueled. You toggle it on, she duels you, she fucking dies. Skywrath dies too much. That's not on you, or really anybody. The game is hard for him, to be fair. Oh shit. Okay, another thing. If you see a hero that's Lotused, life break them. And let me demonstrate why. I should move. Alright. This is our tiny friend, right? And life break will do about that much damage. Right? Now, our tiny friend... Actually, I should do this example when he has it and when he doesn't. Alright, this is our tiny friend. And when I life break him, it does about that much damage, right? And now, my tiny friend uses a Lotus Orb on himself. And now he's gotten hit by 2 life breaks. Because we life breaked him, which lowered both of our healths, right? And then, because he was Lotus Orbed, he cast life break back on us. But we don't care. We like to be low health. We have like 1,000,000 health regen, right? I press E here, and all of a sudden I'm fucking loving life, right? He doesn't. So, in the situation of getting life breaks twice, generally speaking, Huskar kind of likes it. As long as, like, there isn't, like, an insane difference between the heroes. I mean, if you're really behind, obviously you don't want to do it, because you're just going to kill yourself. But even then, so, like, even if this Tiny is fucking huge, right? Here's the thing. Life break scales. You took 800 or 600 damage there, right? Tiny took, like, 3,000. As the power of percentages, right? Percentages are very nice. And they're very special in Dota. You gotta pay a lot of attention to them. Alright. A little bit too fast on your inner fire, man. Look at all these heroes, the important heroes that you're not hidden with it. This is a buyback, 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 buyback. This is the game right here. Buy back, thank you. Too slow though. Yes, good inner fire, armlet on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
This abuse?
Alright, go up your teammate. Go up your teammate. Fuck this. You're not catching her. You're not catching her. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Look at all this time you're wasting. Should not be going blade. We should go with Axe. Buy Axe. That's really good. Really should not be farming these camps. Unless you're farming for neutral items, right? You should really be pushing out that lane. At this point in the game, like, the lane matters a lot. Remember, like, you almost just, like, lost the game, right? There's 3 heroes dead. Try to take a fucking tower or something. You gotta get closer to winning. The game is not just about not losing. That's fair. I mean, there is kind of an argument for that because you guys are, like, losing. What?
You can do that over there.
No, it's harder for me to lean that way. Oi, who are you muting and reporting?
This will do nicely.
Oh, the reason why it might be better to go for Blade Mail first is because since you guys are so far behind, you guys almost just like lost the game. There's a good chance that maybe the game isn't going to go on long enough for you to get an Ags, right? Sometimes you'll hear Chancer and I talk about that, where Chancer will be like, what item do I go? And I'll ask him, are you going... I was like, and I'm going to say, Ags. And he says, I don't know if the game is going to last long enough for me to get one. Right? And then we move the conversation forward. And I say, if a game doesn't go long enough for you to get an Ags, you're not going to be able to afford, like, any other item that's going to matter, right? So, like, just go for it, right? Sometimes that's the decision you have to make, but sometimes you say, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get it. And so we go, okay, then get a Yule's. Okay, then get a Force Staff. An item that's like half the cost, a lot easier to make, right? Shit like that. That's the kind of shit that we're alluding to there. I should fully explain that. God, I love Dota so much. But this shit is exhausting. I should limit these to like 1 or 2 a stream. Not that I think that there's going to be a big market for it. I can just tell people, I don't need to limit it. I'll just tell people, hey, it's not going to happen this stream. We'll schedule it. It's fine.
Roshan's down. I touched him just once.
Well, like, it kind of depends. I mean, these are all, I think I'll put them all on YouTube.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
I think that makes sense, because YouTube's fucking way of watching is just so much better, right? For watching, like, videos and shit. And I'll highlight them because Sachinson and Jet were like, that's a good idea, so I'll do that. But obviously for, like, the person that I'm doing it for, the person who redeemed it, I should definitely, like,
He's free.
I want them there live.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower. Double kill. Radiant's bottom tower.
Jesus, dude. A lot happens there in like a split second. Alright, so it looks like your team wants to go kill this guy. You guys saw Oracle. He goes to pick up a DD.
Killing spree.
What a mistake, giving win run. Fucking
That's something good.
stun. Win walk, not win run.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Alright. I mean, this whole time you're just traveling, which is fine. You really should move your camera down. Interfire to save 2 teammates. You needed to interfire faster, though. Lich dies because you interfire too late. This is fine as long as you don't halberd Necro and halberd yourself. Okay, that's fine. Again, if you had interfired a little bit better, I think Bounty Hunter might still be alive, but not for much longer. He would have died like around here, or like a little bit later, but still dead. And then PA dies, Aegis used. This is where you ping. Right now, what you need to do is you need to ping interfire, you ping halberd. Your team needs to know the status of your disarms. You should not make them click on you. Yes. Interfire. In fact, if you have like, if you're willing to talk to other people during Dota, is where you shout, "I'm gonna have interfire up for her Aegis. I'm gonna interfire her."
Mega kill.
It's when I'm gonna go eat. He is the worst timing.
No.
No, I want to eat today. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We might go look at houses. If you don't want to talk, then just spam ping it. You don't have to talk. Chance doesn't talk.
Shut the heck, everyone.
He does. Oh, why am I still watching at 2 times speed? There's probably some stuff going on there, but I gotta look at something else real quick.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I'll rewind it just to make sure. Yeah, you guys take a tower.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You guys are probably gonna take a second tower? Bottom
has
tower?
fallen.
Nice.
Dire's bottom
Whoa, they're going for 3! Oh, they want to steal the Tormentor.
bottom tower is being chipped away. Shadows.
Damn, you lived for a long
Tower
time.
is under attack.
It's kinda greedy. Did you guys end up killing it? Yeah.
They're
It's kinda greedy, it's your buyback death. Yeah, these things happen.
Are those cracks in Dire's top towers are fortified?
You honestly should have gone this way, right? You should have gone this way. Shouldn't have walked near the tower like that. Oh, that's GG. That's lame. Ugh, it's frustrating when games end like that. That game still had another good, like, 8 minutes left in it, you know? Yeah, you did a lot better, dude. Is this global offensive? That's global offensives. No, what is this? What is this symbol? Yeah, it's the global offensive bot. It's the global offensive bot. Ah, oh, God, it's driving me crazy. All right. Are there any more questions?
To the Nothel realm, I give my all.
Prepare for battle.
Yes.
Were your items fine? For the most part, yeah. I would have liked to see some magic resistance, but
Rush some. I'm under attack.
First blood.
I wasn't even. I was just watching chat. All right. I did a lot better because I was on my keyboard.
To the Nothel realm, I give my all.
All right. Then that's where we'll call it. Thank you for doing the redeem, Jet, and a reminder, chat, that you can also redeem replay reviews. You can also donate if you don't have the channel points, or if you just would rather give me money for like the insane amount of value, because this whole process was over an hour. This was almost 2 hours for a 40 8-ish minute game.
I know what life is worth.
How much? It's on the channel point redeem. For those who cannot look at Twitch, the current pricing for it, which I'm willing to discuss, is if you're a tier 3 subscriber, you can do it for $20 for games that are less than 40 minutes. And if you are not a tier 3, it's $40 for a game that's less than 40 minutes. If your game goes over 40 minutes, that does not mean you cannot do anything. It just means ask me and we'll talk about it. Jet got by here because I didn't put in that stipulation before. Because I wasn't charging money or anything for it. Now I need to put that stipulation in because, again, I just did a 48-minute game and it took me like 2 hours. But with all that, I'm gonna close out this video. So if you somehow find yourself watching this video, thanks for watching. I'm sorry.